Baby, if I ever fell in love with you, I'd chase you across the world, around the moon, and all the way stations in between. Go on, beat it. Buddy, well.
Can you White Sand?
Believe me, baby, if I ever fell in love with you, I'd chase you across
White Sand, calling Moon Rocket 4, code 63. Can you show any sign of recognition? White Sands, calling Moon Rocket 4, code 63. Can you show any sign of recognition?
Well. Believe me, baby, if I ever fell...
White Sands, calling Moon Rocket 4, code 63.
Believe me, baby, if I ever fell in love...